shout it out one more time. I'm expecting great things. I'm expecting great things. I'm expecting great things. I'm expecting great things. Great things. That's real simple right there. Can you help me declare it over your life? Say, I'm expecting great things. I'm expecting great things. I'm expecting great things. Great things. In my life. Expecting, singing it, expecting great things. I'm expecting great things.
Hey everybody. Great things.
If you believe it, why don't don't you release a
All right,
shout right
so
there?
those of you that have been with the midday moment for a minute, you know that is a midday moment classic. All right, welcome to the midday moment. I'm your host, Dr. Vina Jones. It's lunch break. Okay, anybody watching from my soon-to-be former place of employment? This is a lunch break. Okay, it's a lunch break, and I am just having an amazing time celebrating the tenure that I've had with my current team. It's just been absolutely amazing, and hey, we're blessing all of 2024, getting ready for 2025. If this is a replay, then you bless whatever you need to bless to move on into your next. So anyways, it is my pleasure to take this time because I do it for me. This is how I show up as my best self. This is how I honor and honor my spiritual practices, a time of study, a time of reflection, a time of meditation, right here in the middle of the day, a time of sharing, speaking it out loud, sharing positive energy, stir it up for myself and share it abroad. This is important. This is what I do for me, whether I'm on camera or not. But being on camera, actually, it helps to hold me accountable, It actually helps to hold me accountable. And so I'm grateful for it. And thank you so much for sharing. Baltimore, y'all, my anchor. I'm telling y'all, I know. I'm building the conscious and believing that, we gonna make sure we share and keep growing because sometimes it's just me in Baltimore and I'm grateful. And at the same time, y'all know we're supposed to be talking to some other people. So I bless all of that, the intention and all of that. So good to see of you, Pauletta, Lucas, Elaine, hugs, blessings, hugs, kisses, all of that to each of you. I appreciate you so much. And I'm having a surge of feminine energy. So let's go and put a little hair over here. If y'all see my hair blowing, that's what's going to happen. All right. So I am so blessed to also serve as the assistant spiritual leader for today's church and everlasting kingdom. I so enjoy serving, working, growing, and worshiping together in these spiritual communities. And so I'm not trading it for anything. And so I really appreciate that greatly. So in this season of the midday moment, we have been studying in tandem with the really all year because we did the consciousness journey with midday moment, and we went straight into the continuation of studying scripture from Genesis to Revelation to support the publication of the Kingdom Study Bible. All right, yes, honey, another Bible, just like another restaurant that you're not complaining about. Okay, another nail salon that you don't complain about. All right, and so yes, another study Bible. In this Bible, many of the others, I bless the different translations. I know some people don't like it. I remember being a part of this one ministry for a short time. They believe in nothing but the King James version, and it just tickled me because King James is well documented that King James was same gender loving, and they don't tell them what other kind of loving King James was doing, same gender loving, but they swore King. I'm like, you swear by King James, but having a difficult time seeing how the kingdom is big enough for everybody. It is for everybody and all people, and the different ways we love. Is remember we already done talked about what's immoral, bothering children, and so forth. Okay, so we done talked about some of that stuff. But when we're talking about consenting adults, navigating their affections and so forth, the kingdom is giving you the opportunity to have that journey. All right. So have that journey. So yeah, that just tickles me. King James only. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. So this is another translation to give you an opportunity to see when you try to when you study the Bible only as literature, you're only gonna get so much out of the historical context, okay? But you're gonna get a lot. You're gonna see a whole bunch of humanity. You're gonna see a whole bunch of human stuff up in there, all right? And you may complain and say, "See, that's why I don't read the Bible. That's why I don't go to church." Whatever. Like I said, it ain't stopped y'all from going to the club, okay? They killing, shooting, all kinds of stuff, and y'all still go. You still go. So you can miss me. You can miss me with the why you don't go to church because it ain't stopped you from going to the mall. They shoot up malls, they shoot up schools, they shoot up arenas. You ain't stopped shopping. I know you might say a little bit because y'all doing online. I get it, okay? All right, but you still doing it, okay? We still going to the movies. We still doing all of that, all right? So at any rate, this when you read the Bible only for literature, you're only going to get so much out of historical context. You read it literally, you're only going to get so much. When you dig into the life application and you read this, we like to offer this metaphysical lens. So metaphysical, going beyond the physical, to see what all I can pull out of that. We teach people how to read Shakespeare and all of that, just like that. We teach them how to look at a poem, pull out everything you can out of that poem. We teach them how to look at, classic literature, pull out what you can. We talk about music, and when you're studying music, whether it's music theory, the notes, the melodies, and all that, we teach people how to look in there and pull out the application that can help give you some explanations, allow you to explore some matters, issues in life. Same thing with scripture. Same thing. Okay. All right. So we're supporting the Kingdom Study Bible, which really gives you a lens of life application. And the life application is rooted in what we call kingdom. And kingdom is a way of being, and it is author. The cornerstone of kingdom is love. That is the cornerstone of kingdom. The cornerstone, central, whatever we call it, the law, the perfection of kingdom. It is love. And we're all on a journey of love. What it means to love God, to love, because God is love, to love, love ourselves, and love everyone. It's a journey. It's a whole journey. A whole journey. It's 2024. We're still on that journey. All right. And so as we evolve, we get a chance. Each generation gets a chance to go from strength to strength, from faith to faith, and glory to glory. And we're doing our part. All right. And all of this is designed to help you live fully and purposefully and abundantly. Live for the days that you have been authored and that you have contracted to experience, to have this earthly experience. All right, so let's get into it. We are now in First Corinthians 9. Ooh, this is good, 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 good. Okay, so we're in First Corinthians 9. Here is the verse that we've been working with for today. I'm not going to teach the midday moment. I mean, not midday, but the daily download. I need to share it. Sometimes I listen and I'm working or dressing or driving, and then I forget to share it. So I got to share today's daily download. So I'm going to share it so you can listen to it fully for yourself. And what I'm doing here is I just give my reviews. I give my reflection for how I'm working with it. This is how I am working with what I heard. You get a chance to work with it how you heard it. Okay. And so today, the teaching came from the master class was in 1 Corinthians chapter 9, verses 19, Kingdom Study Bible translation. Though I am free and belong to no one, I choose to be a servant to everyone, to win as many as possible. Okay, very noble. Though I am free and belong to no one, I ain't got to do none of this. I ain't got to fool with none of y'all. I choose to be a servant to everyone. I choose to serve and fulfill an assignment and a call, at least as much as I can see it now, to win as many as possible. Okay. Um, these teachings, as we're reading Paul's writings, it's got me like pulling for almost like just a class on Paul. I know they have them in theologian school. Micah has a class number 107 because I went to look for it on the Pauline epistles, and I'm feeling like we need to offer that class. This has got me kind of hungry. The way in which the daily download was taught today, it's got me a little hungry to kind of look at some more intricate aspects of Paul's journey. Nonetheless, Paul says, I ain't got to fool with none of y'all, but I have committed to dealing with everyone so that I can win as many as possible. Um, so good. Expounding on what we heard today, the points we heard today included love everyone is what Pulley gave us today. Love everyone. Focus on your assignment. Serve as many as possible. All right. And he really stressed, here's my first elaboration. He really stressed knowing your assignment. And he talked about how this is what got me like kind of hungry to really dig some more into the life of Paul. He talked about how every time Paul went to the Jews, he got his butt kicked. I really enjoyed hearing that. Every time he went over yonder, he got his butt kicked and had to come on back to working with the Gentiles. It's, they were more receptive, that there seems to be more success in his winning as he dealt with the Gentiles. So looking at the fruit of it, the math of it, it appears that this is where your assignment is with the Gentiles. Because every time you go over here, stuff blow up. So know your assignment. Some life application. Uh Knowing my assignment as a Gigi grandma and not mom. This has been very real in the past couple of months. Knowing my assignment, that's that I'm not the mama. I'm not the mama. I'm not the mama. Every time I go to try to act like I'm the mama, I get stoned. She's not the mama. Let me just do my assignment. And sometimes my assignment as the Gigi grandma is just to wait. Wait till they come. Wait till they show up for dinner. That's just my assignment. Can't force nobody. You can't do none of that. That's not my assignment. Why am I gonna be out here losing sleep and carrying on and falling all to pieces? It's no my assignment. Um Sometimes professionally, this is knowing your assignment in a department. Like this department is my assignment. I'm not the CEO. That ain't my assignment. Let me get in my lane. Department. That's my assignment. Department, not the umbrella. I'm over this part right here. Knowing your assignment. Because when you step out of that, you end up experiencing stuff. So knowing your assignment. One of my favorite parts of a movie is in the movie First Sunday with Cat Williams, and he plays the choir director. And when they have decided, when the burglars or robbers, when the gentlemen who were robbing, because we're not robbers, we are the beloved offspring of God. And sometimes as the beloved offspring of God, we rob. And so when the beloved offspring of God were robbing, and they opened their hearts up, they had this moment in church where they hold having hostages, and hearts get opened up. When the hearts get opened up, the congregation and the pastor, they decide they're going to help these beloved offspring of God. Okay, the beloved offsprings of God. And so they went to hide the people while the cops were coming into the building. And hey, Carolyn, it's so good to see you. Is it snowing in Toledo? Is it snowing up there? And so um, the choir went to take off with the rest of the people, and Cat Williams, playing the choir director, said, "No, where y'all going? This our part right here. We sing. This what we do. We sing." And so when the cops come in, they're singing because that's their part. Love that whole little scene. So knowing your assignment, that was so good. Every time Paul left his assignment with the Gentiles to go to the Jews, Dr. Pulley was describing in the teaching, that's when he got into stuff. That's when he got into physical altercations because he was leaving his assignment. Here's my other reflection. So know your assignment. Here's my other reflection. Know when your assignment, know the timing of your assignment. Know when it begins and know when it ends, honey. Sometimes we're good at knowing when it begins, but we don't know when it ends. And sometimes because we're not always sensitive to the ending, God allows a Judas to show up. And we all like, ooh, they lied and they betrayed me. That was just a Judas to let you know that this assignment is now shifting. It's time to go to the next part of it, which is a little crucifixion. And then we're going to have a resurrection. And see, we love to talk about the power of resurrection, but you don't have, we've said this many times, you don't have resurrection until you have a death, until you have an end. You don't have the glory of resurrection until something comes to an end, until something starts to look a little fishy, look a little funny, look a little fickle. There's no power of resurrection. There's no need for resurrection until you have a suspicious death. Hmm. That's preaching right there. My God. When you have we want the resurrection, but we don't want no suspicious deaths, no suspicious ends. It's a little suspicious. Pontius Pilate said, "Well, what are y'all doing? I don't find no fault." And sometimes we so eager to defend ourselves and get ourselves out of this where it's all a part of the plan. Sometimes you need to be a part of the suspicion so that then you can be a part of the resurrection for people to see, oh my goodness, there is something in this that's bigger than our hands because we did everything to put this person on the cross. And still, look at the power of God. So know your assignment and know when your assignment is coming to an end. That just preached to me real good, real good. The last reflection I have, when you end the assignment, go out of it like you came into it. You know how you came into it preaching and believing, oh, God done blessed me. Go out of it. God done blessed me. The same optimism that you brought in, you leave with that same optimism. I'm talking real time. Y'all see these empty shells back here. I'm talking real time. I'm playing great things. I came in expecting great things. I'm leaving this particular assignment expecting great things. And it ain't fake. I've done the work in my soul, my spiritual practices to understand my assignment, know when it's timed and when it's ending, and understand that Judas must do their part, and then understand the resurrection that is before me. I'm so daggone excited. I know it's confusing people, but I'm so excited. I'm so expecting great things with no pointing no fingers or nothing to nobody because the kingdom is for all. It is for all. And so I'm just so in closing, I have so much gratitude for understanding these different seasons that we experience, for being a part of a spiritual community where we can encourage and sharpen each other to support each other, living life abundantly, where we can support each other being in health and prospering as we are in health, as our soul is healthy, getting that soul healthy, getting the mind where what you think, your intellect, how you think, how you filter your thoughts, your heart, how you feel through those thoughts, your will, how you act out those thoughts and emotions. When we work on that soul and get that soul the nourishment, the nutrition that it needs, it allows us to express the Most High, the Most High God. It allows us to express love supreme. It allows us to express the fruit of the Spirit, the love, the joy, the peace, the patience, the temperance, all of it, the meekness. It allows us to express as our best selves, being the image of God that we really, truly already are. We don't always express. We don't always express the highest and the best. We'll say it that way. So I'm rooting for you. I am rooting for you, cheering for you that you are taking hold of this daily bread and the other places that you may get some vitamins from so that you can live your best life. I love y'all. I exalt God as the everywhere, evenly present spirit of absolute good. No less here than there, no less here than there. Evenly, the everywhere. Evenly present spirit of absolute good. When you don't sense the good, you can do what's demonstrated in Genesis. You can go into that chaos. You can go into that darkness. You can decipher that good, could decipher it all, reshape it, remold it, and call that good right on out in light. Let there be light. You can do that. So thank you so much for sharing with me. Listen, don't be stingy. Like and share. Don't be stingy. I've done some sharing already, so don't be stingy. Like and share. Our goal this month is 20 shares. 20 shares as we broadcast. When we get into January, y'all, 2025, that's the goal. 25 shares. That is the goal. 25 shares. So get ready to share and support and encourage more souls.